guilty of crime.
What's up, everybody? How you doing? Happy Veterans Day. Happy Monday. I am Jay with Guilty of Crime. How's everybody doing today? Shout out to Leanne for moving your appointments around to be here. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Do me a favor, hit the like button on your way in. And I got to tell you all, trigger warning today. I covered I cover tough cases because those are the cases that need attention. Now we try to dull it down a bit. I try to give you trigger warnings. We have our potato trigger warning here, and that comes from the Madeline Soto case, the evil potato. Now today the evil potato is Tiffanie Lucas. We're going to do a deep dive on this case, and this is the first one of many What's up, everybody? I don't know what happened there, but we're back. Wow. Everything just turned off on me, but I'm here and we're back. All right. Hopefully, you guys can see me. Hopefully, nobody left. I know you guys can hear me. I hope. So, anyway, we're back. Today, we are covering the Tiffanie Lucas case. And like I said, trigger warning. Yes, we're back. That doesn't happen very often, but it happened. All right. Tiffanie Lucas executed her two young boys. Again, happy Veterans Day for everybody that is here. And I know there are other things going on today. The Delphi case, I got to say, I'm so glad that we, in my opinion, got justice for Abby and Libby. I have been covering that case kind of silently. Although if you look at my YouTube and my hair, I didn't put my hair up today, y'all. All right, potato attack. Yeah, we got a trigger warning, all that. What's up, everybody? Good to see you. All right, so we're doing a deep dive. So I don't know how many episodes we're gonna get on this one, but Tiffanie Lucas brutally executed her two young boys, and none of us would have saw this coming. There's no way I would ever saw this coming if I was to look at fake book or what we call Facebook. All right, so microwave cheese, you've never heard about this case? Well, we're going to do a deep dive, so this is going to be one of many episodes. Let me pull up the first bit. Thank you, Jojo, for gifting a Guilty of Crime membership. You guys are going to be, I hope, blown away. I hope you like this, and subscribe if you haven't, and share, because this case is important that we get justice for these two young boys. So I think what I'm going to start off with, and then we'll get into it. If you haven't heard about this case, let's start off with the top three disturbing updates. And this was 6 months ago, so we're going to go into it, and we're at a different place than we were 6 months ago. All right, let me pull up. Actually, I'm going to do this. I hadn't decided how to present this case because it's a big case. But what I'm going to do first is show you fake book and show you that nobody would have ever saw this come. Oh, it was internet connection that went out, and then all my power went out to everything. All right. So this lady that you want to call lady right here, you would never look at this in the final videos before. Now, this is Tiffanie Lucas. On this, she calls herself Celine Tiffany, and never would have saw this coming, right? So let me show you the boys. We're going to go back. We're going to get into timelines. Petty Mason did an amazing job. I'm even going to show you the raw data that we have from her doing a deep dive. Bree went in, and she went in on this and did a deep dive as well. Who is this woman, Tiffanie Lucas? Who is she that says to the world after she takes her son's life, which we're going to watch a body cam on that today, where she's laying in the driveway, officers come to get her, she says not guilty, and then she changes to Facebook or fake book made her do it. This case is unreal. Then we're at the point where and I have a 1 minute and 20-second clip where she actually she pleads guilty. What is up with this, man? First of all, the only time I've ever heard anybody say this, right? I've heard somebody say Uber made them do it. There's an Uber killer, and I might cover that at some point. Man, you guys got lots of questions. I got a deep dive from you. I've heard about the mother from Nigeria that jumped over the falls with her kids. No, I have not, but I've heard of so many cases where the mom takes the children's life. So look at her. You're going to hear a lot about her, but I want you to recognize these children. Like, that's her on fake book or Facebook, and those are the boys' lives that she took. All right. So I'm going to get into the details. Obviously, this case is unreal, but it's real enough that you guys know so many mothers do this lately, and so many people take their children's lives nowadays, and I can't understand why. First off, does she not notice she's not a color she presumes to be? Just saying. Now, Carrie, that's why I love you. I was saying that on here. She thinks that she's black. Right. And when I say that, I don't say that lightly. Once we get into this, you're going to see how she tries to talk like she's not white. She tries to be many things that she's not. And you'll see this because I'm going to show you videos after I get into this. Leanne says, I apologize. I'm medium and I get excited. I blow electrical things. I'll calm down. Yeah, you blew out my stuff, Leanne. You blew it out. You blew it out. Lovely picture you got going on there. I love your hair shaved. Nice. And I'm trying to get my hair blonde too. All right. Yeah, you guys blew it up. You blew my internet up. All right, so take a look at this. First of all, when I first see this, I see this fake book here, but these little boys, 6 and 9 years old. We have Maurice, who's 6 years old, and Jaden, who's 9 years old. To me, they look too skinny and malnourished. And when I show you more, you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, this, she goes on there. We're going to show you a video. I'm going to show you a video in a minute. She goes on there and she sometimes she's like heavier and sometimes she's thinner. I'm going to say it depends on when she's using methamphetamines and uppers. Now, I know there are there are drugs in this case. We haven't got to that, but I know there are. So that being said, let me show you. She gets up and down. She goes up and down. Sometimes she's white, sometimes she's browner in these videos. She's heavier sometimes, but her boys look malnourished to me. And when you see them later, you'll see this doesn't look like a 9-year-old and a 6-year-old. Both of them look like they could be 5 or 6. They're real skinny to me. Those boys' life, she took Jaden and Maurice. Jaden Howard, 9 years old. Maurice Baker, 6 years old. Both different fathers, by the way. Not surprising. Not surprising at all. So she's got some pictures like this where she's showing herself off, painting herself. And when you listen to the video, you're going to say, oh, okay, I see what you're talking about, Jay. I see what you're talking about. All right, let me show you a video here. Let me first show you a quick video. Let's look at the boys because this is who we're wanting justice for. They're so cute, y'all. Justice. Yeah, I wish he wasn't being so fake. Let me see if I can find some more of the boys. And then, I want to see the boys and highlight them. Let's watch some of them. And then we're going to watch her being fake. And then we're going to get into the entire case.
Y'all having a good time? What?
They're so cute. Justice for the two boys, Maurice and Jaden, 9 years old and 6 years old. And fake book is really fake. I see people doing this all the time, and it's disgusting. And just wait until you hear more. Yeah, we just got into this. I just want the boys to be highlighted, and then I'm going to show you our raw research that not only Petty did, but wow, boy did Petty get into this. Also, Bree, absolutely, I love it how you guys do the research. Check this out.
What's up, y'all? We out here. Peanut. We're out here swimming. Me and the kids.
Me and the kids. And notice how skinny she is there. And the reason I wanted to highlight this, black voices are gross. And I don't even know if it's, you want to call it that. I mean, that's what I would call it, just on an empty, if I'm being just off the top. But she's fake. And I believe every single picture in this fake book is for for men that are potentially, hooking up with her, sending her message, whatnot. That's what I believe. Absolutely 110%. She's evil. And she's evil. She's gross. She's trying too hard. Hashtag I took my meds. She should have took her meds, y'all. She should have. All right, let's watch this, and then I'm gonna come back to this quite a bit. Lots of videos.
What y'all doing? It's really nice over here. Me and my fat daddy.
Look at how cute he is.
Say, what's up? He wants to go in the water. My daughter is the worst to take a picture. She will not.
Yep, they should have been taken away. And there was a case that was opened by CPS. All right, so let me show you this, and I'll grab my dog for a second. Let me find a video of the boys. They're little there. Little. Look at how cute they are.
Are you walking? Are y'all shopping? Yeah. Go Peanut. Go Peanut. Go Peanut. Go Peanut. Yay. Oh, whoopsie. Are you walking?
How can you, as a mother, take those children's life? This is very horrible, and that's why I wanted to bring attention to it. A lot of people don't know about this yet. I'm really, truly surprised that Grizzly True Crime hasn't covered this yet. So I'm glad that I get to cover it, because this case is not just going to be, this is not going to be the first one. CPS absolutely failed these children. Huge. I mean, this is, so Tiffanie Ann Lucas, date of birth October 2nd, 1991. You guys know I'm into the whole astrology thing. She was a Libra, 33 years old. Now this was in Kentucky, I believe. I know she was around Shepherdville, Kentucky, lived in Louisville, Kentucky, and however you want to say that. But we're going to go through this and show you like the things that she did before and that led up to this. All right, so let's start with the case, so you guys know. And yes, Melly, you covered this, and I like seeing other people's style and the way they covered it. I watched almost all of your coverage, as a matter of fact, because I like to see how other people cover this case, and then I like to go in with a nice J style. Right? There's a J style. That's why I never Grizzly True Crime covered this, and I'm like, awesome. I'm glad Grizzly covered it, because Jay's going to come in and I'm going to cover this. Now, Nikki, you're not that late. Everyone's doing well. We're going to get into this case. I just want you to see the characters involved in this case before we actually get started with it. I want you to see like the raw footage. We're going to get into the body cam. I haven't even really begun to dive into this yet, but right before, I want you to see this right before. Look at where she was. Days before she took her children's life, she was showing off at a theme park before Halloween, and then she took their lives with a gun. You're going to see her at her worst. It does need more attention. It's very brutal, and we're diving deep into this. I have to cover these cases like this because I'm such a mama bear. Thank you so much. All right, y'all. Those little boys, that was their Halloween, and this was right before, weeks before. We'll get into the timeline. Weeks before she took their lives with a gun. And you're going to hear the gory details. So trigger warning, Grossi, thank you. You're facing 3 months without walking. We'll be here for you. I'll be here for you. And recovery, thank you for the $10 super chat. Kids are first. Offer to help my daughter even take time off work. Love family and friends. Build nice societies. Absolutely. Thank you, Melly, for the One Guilty of Crime membership. I appreciate you. We do need lots of attention. Sweetie, thank you. Choo choo. I think this case is going to get big. Thank you again. I appreciate that. Awesome. Thank you so much. Melly's also covering this. Both of us have different styles. So, anybody that covers true crime, I'm all for. As a matter of fact, What's the Obsession just called me today, asked me to go on her live stream for the Delphi case. I plan on working with Gavin soon, Jennifer Coffendoffer, hopefully. So we have lots of people that we, want to collaborate with true crime. We all have different takes.
Okay. You like that? Okay. You like that? Okay.
All right, I'm going to show you one video next, and then we're going to get into what the heck happened, and then I'll you guys are just strap in for this one, because I really just, there's something else. And I do like covering cases where either family annihilators or people that you never see coming, like Chris Watts. You would never see that coming, and then it does. Oh no. Oh, that's actually cute because it's the family, and you're gonna see the family that it does fight for them. It's her page, but it's the Stephanie Lucas, someone in her family, and I do want to highlight to you that the family did try to get those guys away. They called CPS. They did their part. So cute. I can't play the music, so I'm just showing you the little guys. Um, I'm shocked she would do that with Moon and Cancer. Right, Robin, Donna Robin. I'm shocked that she would do that to those little boys, and I think that she was abusing them behind closed doors. I think she was on Facebook doing this kind of thing here, and then abusing them behind closed doors. I really, truly do, because the timeline says something different than her picture show. They say a lot different than her picture show. There's no sound, but you can see her trying to be cute for the camera, whatever men she could pick up, whatever, just really bad, fake book. She's evil, I agree. And when you see her on the ground by the police officers arresting her, you're going to say that's where that B belonged. All right. All right, so I'll probably get back to this just for on other episodes. I'm gonna show you other things about this, and we'll probably go back. But right now, I want to show you what happened. I'm gonna start from 6 months ago. Um, Actually, let me do this. I was trying to tell you how I would do it. I was trying to figure out how I was gonna dive this one. I'm gonna show you where it starts now, and then we're gonna go back. All right, because right now we're at a standstill. We're at a standstill with this case. We're at a standstill because after she took her children's life, she, oh wow, 5 criminal charges go back. After she took their life, she pled not guilty. Then she said Facebook made her do it. And now she's back to this. So let's watch this. All right, let's go.
Welcome back to our special coverage in the burn pile murder trial of Michael Ayala. But before we get you back to court, we do want to turn to a disturbing case in Kentucky. A young mother says that she killed her little boys by shooting them to death. Tiffanie Lucas pleaded guilty today to 2 counts of murder in the shooting deaths of her 2 young sons.
Have you discussed your guilty plea with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Have you had all the time that you need to talk privately with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything that you've asked your attorneys to do in your defense that they have failed to do?
No, sir.
Are you satisfied with their services?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, I've been presented here with a written motion to enter a guilty plea. Did you read this motion?
Yes, sir.
And did you sign it voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And is it your wish at this time to enter a guilty plea which follows the recommendation that is contained in the written offer?
Yes, sir.
Now, according to her attorney, this was an open plea, which means the state didn't offer Lucas a deal for making that plea. She shot and killed her sons, 6-year-old Maurice Baker Jr. and 9-year-old Jaden Howard, inside their home last November. A neighbor reportedly found the children's bodies. Lucas will be sentenced on November 22nd. Each charge has a penalty of 20 to 50 years each.
Now, do me a favor, y'all. Mark your calendars for November 22nd sentencing. She did this so that she could get out of, if there's a death penalty. Now, I haven't got into that yet because this state that it happened in, Petty, you put Louisville, Kentucky, so I'm trying to see if this was in there, if it was in Louisville that this happened, because we went way back here. We did a deep dive on Tiffanie, the children, what happened, and I haven't got there yet. So I think this is in is it in Kentucky? Yes, it's in Kentucky. Okay, it is in Kentucky. So now I don't know if she did that to get off of the death penalty. But there's really nothing else that she could do if she didn't plead guilty. She's gonna go to the chair. You cannot execute your 2 children. Yes, Lil Redo, mark your calendar because I am going to cover this case like if it were my own daughter. All right. I know chats do. It's not freezing now, but the internet's weird. Let me grab my dog in a sec. He's being a butthead.
Which could run concurrently or consecutively.
All right. So there is a special place in hell for people like that. I want to show you something also. Nobody saw this coming, all right? Nobody saw this coming. Yeah, the internet's being really slow. Let me show you what happened We're going to take it back to 2015, where there's no way, and I don't understand
WDRB has been
Hold on.
digging into Tiffany Lucas.
All right, we're digging in too. This 2015, she was in a relationship with Durrell Howard Sr., and that's what one of the baby daddies, so to speak. All right, then 2016, she opens a Miss Tiff's one-stop shop, and it gets captured here on WDRB on November 11th. There's an interview, November 11th, 2023. There's an interview with Tiffanie on there about her store. So everything that we saw online, we never saw this coming. But so the family saw it coming, and so did CPS. Let me let the dogs in. Let me hit play on this and let the dogs in. They're acting like their lives are in detriment.
Background. To find out more about her, we learned that she was once a business owner whom we interviewed actually in 2016. She had just opened Ms. Tiff's one-stop shop convenience store on West Broadway. We spoke with her 7 years ago about the impact as a young entrepreneur after Walmart pulled its plan to open a store in that same area.
A lot of people don't make their way down here, but if there's a Walmart, you come out of the woodworks for Walmart. So probably would have brought a lot of people to, stop and check us out.
Business records show her store closed in 2017. A year later, we found she pleaded guilty to drug charges.
All right, so that's the cover that I have on my thumbnail. People were very surprised. Now, Susan Smith is another one that I'm going to cover soon. She's trying to get parole, and she's done a lot of salacious things behind the prison bars, but she might get out, y'all. So you take a look at this. Take a look at this. Let me talk to you about the timeline, and and also show you Miss Sloppy Bear right here, Miss Pieces. We got Reese's and we got Pieces in the house. So let's take a look at the puppy. Think about puppy dogs when we're listening to this awful case. All right, Susan does need to sit down and shut up. She's another mother that took lives. Hello, everybody. Hit the like button on your way in. Thank you, Melly, for gifting 2 memberships, Synth for gifting 1, Avis for gifting 1, Grassi for the $10. I appreciate you guys so much. All right. Now, let me tell you this real quick and we'll catch up. Tiffany Ann Lucas, she's 33 years old, the woman you see on the screen. 2015, she gets with baby daddy of 9-year-old Jaden Howard. All right. 9-year-old Jaden Howard has one father, which is Darrell. 2015, 2016, she opens a shop that you're seeing on the TV. 2017, it closes, and she gets arrested on drug charges for 30 days. All right. So Tiffany's arrested on drug charges. Like I told you, I believe there's lots of methamphetamines involved. And when I say drugs, we're not talking about marijuana. All right. So 2018 to 2023, no involvement with courts or law. Nothing like that. 2018, there's an incident. 2018 to now, there was nothing. She was making money. The family says she was doing sex work. So I'm not sure. I don't know why the dogs are acting up today. It's one of those days, y'all. Now, when we fast forward to November 8th, 2023, boys were found shot dead in the head on their beds by a neighbor. House was filthy, and there was eviction notice on her door. How did we get from this to that?
And was sentenced to 30 days in jail. There's no criminal record between 2018 and last week when she was charged with killing her 2 young sons. Family members say they've cleaned out the Bullitt County home that she was renting. They say it was filthy.
Look at that house, y'all. Look at that house. Look at that neighborhood. I mean, who would have noticed that or saw it other than the family that did call in? Yeah, OnlyFans. She was also in OnlyFans. She was also doing sex work, according to the family. She was doing escort work, and no shame. I have friends that are sex workers, classy sex workers. I think it should be legalized so that we don't get into the arresting thing and drugs and women being, their lives taken over it. Because when you don't have it legal, then men will go ahead, and you find a lot of serial murders out there that are from people that do sex work. So if they legalize it, at least you'd be able to find out what's going on what's going on with them. All right. So if you legalize it like Las Vegas has, then you can keep track of these women and they won't be tossed away like garbage. People will look into it. I mean, really, sorry if you don't believe that, but I do. Thank you guys I love that you guys can come here and we can all have an opinion. Yeah, special place in the underworld for people like her. Rest in peace to Maurice and Jaden. All right. Let me finish this clip. Let me actually play it one more time. I didn't get to watch it because I walked away. How do you go from this in 2015 to 2023, the end of those boys' lives?
Once a business owner whom we interviewed actually in 2016. She had just opened Ms. Tiff's one-stop shop convenience store on West Broadway. We spoke with her 7 years ago about the impact as a young entrepreneur after Walmart pulled its plan to open a store in that same area.
A lot of people don't make their way down here, but if there's a Walmart, you come out of the woodworks for Walmart. So probably would have brought a lot of people to, stop and check us out.
Business records show her store closed in 2017. A year later, we found she pleaded guilty to drug charges and was sentenced to 30 days in jail. There's no criminal record between 2018 and last week when she was charged with killing her 2 young sons. Family members say they've cleaned out the Bullitt County home that she was renting. They say it was filthy with the utilities turned off and an eviction notice on the counter.
All right. And special thanks to you, Petty. Special thanks to Petty for doing research. Special thanks to Bree for getting all the pictures that you did.
That sparked outbreak.
I'm going to show you 3 disturbing details about this case that go way back. Now, we got to build our ways because we got lots of ways to go. So I don't know why the internet's working so slow. I hope you guys are not experiencing that. Or if you're experiencing it, you're experiencing it with me. All right. So I decided to do this play this one and let you see the highlights. And then we'll get into, I want to show you the deep dive that we have. It's awesome.
The Kentucky woman accused of shooting her own children in the head gets her trial date pushed back again. We're taking a look at why her attorneys say they need.
Now, you guys mark the calendar. So November 22nd.
Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law.
Mark the calendar. All right. Mark it. I believe they said November 22nd. I don't know if they said 2024 or 20. I think they said 2025, right? Because she pled guilty. And Avis, I'm going to tell you where the fathers are in a minute. One of them passed away. The other one, the family's advocating. The other one's married and the family's advocating. Their stepmother's advocating. So one father not alive, other father is advocating for this. All right. November 22nd, but was it 2025 or 2024? Because 2024 is right around the corner, JoJo. You forgot the year, y'all. All right. So let's watch this together. Let's get into this. Sit back. We got some body cam to go over. I love you. Hello, MM Clark. Good to see you. Love you guys. You guys are the crime crew. I had the day off today. Oh, 2024. So it's coming up. So we're gonna cram this information so you guys know what happened. Now, evil is always in the eyes of this lady.
Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. Tiffanie Lucas, the woman accused of murdering her own sons just after Halloween last year, was back in a Kentucky courtroom on Monday.
Halloween.
At 32 years old, she allegedly shot 6-year-old Maurice Baker Jr. and 9-year-old Jaden Howard back on November 8th, 2023, inside a home in Bullitt County, Kentucky. Really hard case to get through. And what is so eerie and what is so unsettling about this is that there were photos and videos of her and the boys appearing happy.
Are you walking? Are y'all shopping? Yeah. Go Peanut. Go Peanut. No Peanut. No Peanut. Yay. Oh.
On the day of the
Now, that's why I wanted to show you before we started this. We went straight to her Facebook, looked at that. We have pictures that we captured from other Facebooks and social medias that I want to share with you after. Yeah, dead eyes, Maggie. I agree. Very dead eyes. So, yeah, this is going to give you the lowdown on what happened in this case right now. It's about 10 minutes long, but I think you guys need to hear it, see it, and then go over it again. I was mad that I had to teach today. Usually I get off for Veterans Day. I'm sorry you had to teach today. All right. Yes, November of 2024. That means it's in 11 days if that's the case. All right. All right. Let's keep going.
Shooting, neighbors reportedly called 911 after hearing gunshots. They claim that Lucas ran outside and said that, quote, the kids were dying. One of the neighbors ran inside the house to try to help, but the injuries were just too devastating. Both boys were rushed to a children's hospital but died. When police got to the scene, Lucas was allegedly lying in her neighbor's driveway. She
Well,
told
we
the
got body
cops that
cam.
the shooting was an accident. She said someone had given her a gun, but said she would never have done something like this unless someone.
All right. Remember that. There's the first one. She says that somebody gave her a gun and this was an accident. We have 3 different things going on. Number 2, she says Facebook made her do it. And number 3, you just saw her plead guilty in court, which was the most recent, November 22nd. It's what you want to mark on your calendars. All right. As we dig into this, watch a body cam. When you see her on the ground, you know that's where she belongs. I believe she peed herself. I think they said she peed herself and she urinated on herself in the either on the ground or the back of the officer's car. Yeah, Maggie Duke. 2 accident. Yeah, doesn't line up, and that's why we're on this case.
Quote, manipulated her. And she also said that she was, quote, in such a bad spot. That's reporting according to law enforcement. I actually interviewed Bullitt County Sheriff's Office Chief Deputy Colonel Alex Payne when this first happened. And he didn't know all the details, but he told me something very chilling.
I can tell you this, the boys were shot in an area that would not be survivable for anybody. However, they were alive, to the best of our knowledge, when they were transported by EMS to the hospital, and passed away while at the hospital.
The last time we saw Miss Lucas was in January for her arraignment, where she entered a not guilty plea to 2 counts of capital murder. The judge wanted to know then if she had counsel.
Ma'am, you are before the court for arraignment. Do you have an attorney to represent you?
No.
Do you wish to apply for appointment of an attorney?
Sure. Yes. Yes, sir.
Really, really disturbing.
You guys remember what I said about sure? When someone gives you the answer, sure. To me, it's like, I guess you don't want to do it then. They asked if she wanted to appoint counsel, that she wanted counsel, and she said, sure. Yeah, I guess. After she took their life and said that somebody made her do it, it was an accident. And now today she's pleading guilty. Yeah, if you pee on yourself in an accident, you can get compensation for public embarrassment. I don't think this lady that took both of her boys' lives, shooting them in the head, where an odd place in the head, man, I don't think she should get compensation for anything. All right, let's keep going. We got a while.
Story. World is a frightening place at times. How do you even protect yourself? That includes, by the way, if you get hurt, which is one of the scariest things that can happen, comes out of nowhere. Well, if that's the case, there is something you can do.
He's gonna do an ad right now. No, we're not gonna do that. All right, let's go. Look at her face in court too. That smug face. Everybody, watch that smug face. Watch how smug she is many times, because we're going to watch many things that capture her on video. Now, many times when we cover cases, especially on a case this disturbing where somebody executes their 2 young children, all right, we don't get that good of footage. People want to hide or they don't go to court. But this lady loves being on camera. She loves being on film. She loves being in court. Look at that smug face. Yeah, pure evil is what I gather from this. And while I'm paused, do me a favor, y'all. We have 197 people in chat. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. And if you have the means, I know, well, actually it's 11:11 today. I didn't even catch it. Say a prayer for Maurice and Jaden that they get complete and utter justice. All right. Do me a favor, and if you have the means to donate, please do me a favor and do. Fan-funded channel. All right, let's go. Evil, and I hope that in jail or in prison, they see that through. I'm going to look up Kentucky and see if there's a death penalty in that state. I would imagine so.
Orange jail garb was flanked by two lawyers who answered the judge's questions about scheduling and seemingly needing more time. And I warn you, it is a bit hard to hear the judge. You can hear the attorney pretty well, though.
Commonwealth versus Tiffany Lucas, 23 CR 404.
All right, so this was months ago. This is not the updated one that I just played. I'm going to tell you right now, Kentucky has the death penalty since 1976. The state has become the second in the U.S. to bar the imposing death penalty on defendants diagnosed as severely mentally ill. She is not severely mentally ill. I think she was trying to play that in the beginning. So let me get on my high horse real quick and tell you the reason I believe in the very beginning she said not guilty and it was an accident and Facebook made her do it was because in Kentucky you will get the death penalty if you have mental problems. So if she was to say Facebook made her do it or the drugs that she did. Now I don't know if she was doing drugs that day because they haven't come back and said she was on drugs that day. Still zero excuse in my book. So on my high horse, I'm going to tell you right now, the reason she pled the way she did is because Kentucky won't let you get the death penalty if you're mentally ill. So that being said, next thing she could do is take a plea and plead guilty because she would get, I promise you, she would be on death row for the death of these two young boys with a gun to their head the way she did. I can guarantee you. Thank you, JoJo, for the $5. This is for everyone who wants to donate but can't. Please do hit that like button and thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you, Chick and JoJo. She's not mentally ill. She's a narcissistic psychopath and much more. I guarantee you. Thank you again, Chick, for the 2 memberships. Now I appreciate you and do buckle up and stay here with me and continue to follow this with me because it's a very important case. Thank you, Clar. I love you, my girl, for the $4.99 super sticker. All right, so death penalty is on the table for her right now.
Well, strictly speaking, Your Honor, no. We would request that we pass the case maybe another 60 days for status before setting a trial date, but I understand local practice is to set an arraignment, so
Well, it is. We've already passed it some time. Can you tell me why you need more time before we get the trial?
Well, Your Honor, frankly, there is just a lot of evidence to gather in the case. We received discovery, I think, in early April, I want to say late March, early April. We're still going through thousands of documents that we received as part of that, and then we need our own experts to disseminate that.
You need scientific evidence or evaluations which have not been received.
Yes.
How long do you anticipate those to be?
Well, Your Honor, I think we have a good faith basis to believe that we would have reports completed in that 60-day time frame.
I think that another 60-day pass to get a court date would be fine, so we can make sure we have everything ready to go. I don't know. There's some other issues that.
What is that noise?
That would probably be a wise way to resolve things at this time.
Just like the defendant awaiting trial without a trial date. But both sides are asking you at this time to pass it for 60 days. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Rosie.
How many days exactly? It says the college June 17th at 1 o'clock. Maybe I'll give you enough time.
All right, so you can see this was June 17 at 1 o'clock. Now I have a video. I think I'll play that on the next one because we're already at 45 minutes today and we still got body cam to do. So I got lots for you. I am going to show you the deep dive when I switch over from this, but I want you to know after this video, I'm going to talk to you about the CPS being called multiple times. Brother of the boys allegedly shot by mom says they repeatedly call CPS about concerns. We also have videos of the family. Thank you, Rosie. Thank you, MM. You know I need my purple shampoo. I'm gonna dye it one more time tonight and get the color out, and then I'll tone it when I get that. So thank you.
I believe so, Your Honor.
My pass is June 17th at 1 o'clock to set for trial. And at that time, I want to set this case for trial. So if you have a date that everyone can look at, not to say that it will definitely go, but understand there's evidence when they come in.
All right. We're gonna fast forward a little bit. That's
In
annoying.
order to prepare the defense. And as you heard, thousands of documents, they need their own experts to go through
Yep.
them. We still don't know, though, what the defense will be or what kind of experts she needs. This
There
wasn't
won't.
just the defense, though, trying to push for more time. No, prosecutor Bailey Taylor argued there was a lot to look at.
Today, the Commonwealth and the defense agreed to set the case on June 17th to obtain a final trial date, or at least a set trial date that we'll focus on from that point forward.
And the judge obviously wanted a little bit more speedier, but
There's more evidence out there that needs to be examined and perhaps collected from both sides.
At a December hearing, the judge upheld Lucas' $2 million bond, so she has been locked up since her alleged crimes. Family members allege that they reached out to Child Protective Services about Lucas, but say their concerns weren't investigated seriously. There were allegations of drug use that were thrown out there, too. Now, here on Sidebar, we also spoke with Michelle Rice. This is 6-year-old Maurice's stepmother.
Yeah, see, we're gonna dig in. This is a good one to play for today, and then we'll get into the body cam. I love you guys. I love my crime crew. I just love you guys. I can't even handle it how much I love you guys. I missed you guys this weekend, and I wasn't gonna come on today, but I've been putting off this case. And now that I see you guys here and you guys hearing you chat and just how awesome you are, thank you. That's all I want to say. It was definitely worth me coming on here today just to see the love from you guys. Thank you so much. And justice for Maurice and Jaden. That's what we're here for.
And she says she wants the death penalty for Lucas, which she is eligible for if found guilty.
They were great little boys. Like, I don't understand how someone, like, just even knowing them could do something like that. She was competent. She was very aware of what she did. She knows what she did. Even the emotions, she shows no emotions. She goes on camera. She has that same look is that same look she always has. That nasty, just,
yeah.
You know, she's not a person you can really get along with consistently. She's very inconsistent. We want the death penalty. That's what we want. She deserves to die. Like,
that's it, y'all. She deserves the death penalty, but she's not going to get the death penalty because she pled guilty. Now, this is another Chris Watts type of case where if you go and do something like that and you annihilate your family, well, basically that's what she did. She didn't have a man to do that to, and she should have took her own life, in my opinion, but she can't get the death penalty now that you saw what I showed you earlier, her pleading guilty. That's off the table. I'm pretty sure it's off the table. Reminds me of Susan Smith. You guys are all mother bears like me, so I follow all of those cases. And thank you. I'm glad you found us too. We're a great community here. We love each other. We agree to disagree, and we're just good people on this channel. And look at that necklace. It says Reese. They called that little boy Reese. You're going to hear him referred to as Reese many times, and I believe they called Reese. I think Reese was Maurice. If you take the name Maurice and you shorten it, it's Reese, and that's my daughter's name as well. So much love to Reese. That's what they called him, and you can see that they want the death penalty as well, and I don't blame them.
Definitely.
So for now, we can expect Lucas back in court again this summer, where we may finally learn the actual trial date. That's all we have for you here on Sidebar. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us. As always.
All right. That was a good little recap. Just quick in and out. Now let's get to the body cam so we have some time. I'm still debating. Watts the Obsession wants me on tonight at 5:30. She's got a couple big hitters on there, and that's not why. I'm just thinking about what I'm going to do. But Watts the Obsession wants me to go on and talk about Delphi with, I believe, Tilted Lawyer and a couple other big folks. So I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do that. Depends on my daughter. I'm supposed to take her out to dinner. Kitchen Skills says, I don't understand why they removed the death penalty. They had a case, whether she pleaded or not. I agree. What happens sometimes is that when a defendant pleads guilty and then they give you all the evidence and they say, here it is, I took the gun, I got it from this person, I shot him first, shot him second, this is what happened, yada, yada, yada. They don't want to drag people through court to see all the gruesome details. Yes, Vanessa, that was the stepmom. So I don't understand it either, but I'm imagining the strategy is thinking of her going and testifying at court. Think about her testifying at court, okay? And she testifies to Facebook making her do it. And then one jury member sees her and feels bad for her. Now, 222, say a prayer for little Reese and Jaden. So Maurice and Jaden, they call him Reese. Reese and Jaden, that's not hard to forget. 222 viewers, thank you. That was a stepmom there. That lady is married to Reese's father, which is one of the baby daddies. And I call them baby daddies because I think that's what they were. All right. Another thing, I put body cam on. Let me put it on. You can watch it for a second while I talk because I still wanted to talk. Okay. This is just them walking up. You're going to see her on the ground, and I'll pause it. I just want to tell you something before we. There she is on the ground. I don't know if she already peed herself or what, but we're going to hear about that in this video. Now, let me tell you one other thing. They called CPS multiple times. Now, the adult brother of the two boys that were allegedly shot, now allegedly not so much anymore, in Kentucky, say they repeatedly called child services with concerns, and they now wish they would have snatched the boys to keep them safe. So Tiffanie Lucas was 32 when she was charged with this. She's on the ground right now, 32 years old. Took Jaden 9 and Maurice, aka Reese 6. They were found bloodied inside of their home with a gun nearby. Now, she showed no emotion, which you're going to see here. They cut her jacket off because they don't even want her to be out of handcuffs. And the victim's older brother, named Darrell, said several members contacted CPS over the year to voice their concerns, and nothing happened. All right, so that goes to show you CPS sucks. Yes, I said that. CPS sucks, and it fails children many times. All right, let's watch the body cam.
Ma'am, what's your name? Huh?
Tiffany.
I can't hear you.
Tiffany.
Tiffany?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Tiffany, I'm going to change these handcuffs out, okay? And then I'm going to roll you over and I'm going to sit you up, all right? You can move everything. You got your handcuffs on. Now I'm going to pick your hands up so you can take these off. Do not struggle. Do you understand me? Okay, now I want you to listen to me. I'm going to take this arm. You're going to roll this direction, okay? You're going to sit up at the same time. You understand? 1, 2, 3. Take this leg, fold it in, make that foot touch your knee. Roll to the side, on the ground. Now we're going to roll again this way, and I'm going to assist you up on your feet, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Have you taken anything? Have you been drinking? Then why can't you stand up? You just don't feel like it, huh?
I said I don't feel right.
Don't feel right? Okay. I guess we'll put her in my car, and when EMS gets done in there, they can come over and check her out.
What do you mean you can't hear me? I wasn't talking. I'm doing body cam right now, and I want to thank Plunder for this right now. We're listening to the body cam. I'm not talking. I'm not on mute either. Can you guys hear me? They're going to do all that right now. Synth. I just started playing it. This is the first one. Yes. Yes, big ups to Plunder. This is the very first video. This is the very first one of 3. We're going to watch the body cam together. This is my very first part 1 on Tiffanie Lucas. All right. So I lowered it for a second, but it's back up. So I shouldn't be low. We're watching body cam. I went over the case. We're going to watch multiple parts on this case together and other body cam. Yeah, Leanne, I even can't stand her dog. I can't stand anything that comes from her. All this Barbie's good for nothing humans, right? Much heavier than she normally is.
Bad. We do have another Bullitt County squad coming, but they're coming from quite a distance, so just trying to see who can get here first.
She rented that.
What's that? Okay. She's saying she ain't feeling right either. She's breathing. She's alert.
Did you get the gun?
No, leave it later.
It's somewhere in there, but they moved everything. EMS is fine. There's nobody else in the house.
Okay.
We did a clearing. Nobody in the basement. Nobody can leave here. So.
You want us to move our cars so when EMS? You want us to move the car so when EMS comes in, they can scoop, circle, and roll?
I don't know which way they're coming in.
Trying to set up a help with Metro.
I got Metro. I'm on Metro side talking to them.
So we can move our cars out of the way so they can come in and do a loop. Load and go.
We got one way in right here.
Yeah. I'm going to pull up in our yard. I guess we're just going to hold it till detectives get here. They still haven't found the gun. I've got her in my car. The suspected shooter is. Right now, we're just doing a perimeter. If you want to check with Christina, they've already cleared the house.
The last sheriff car.
I'll pull it up. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think she could afford it. That's the problem. Now she was doing like OnlyFans. She was also, they suspect, doing sex work, which is fine if you do that, but it's not fine what she did to her boys. So we're watching the initial body cam where they find her laying in the driveway. We have lots more to watch, y'all. Lots more.
She's locking my car.
All right, let me just give you a brief synopsis of this. This is 11/8/2023, raw body cam of Tiffanie Lucas on 11/8/2023 at 11:09 a.m. This is when Bullitt County, Kentucky, find Tiffanie lying in the neighbor's driveway, already cuffed from a different jurisdiction. All right, then we have the next footage of Tiffanie Lucas at 11:13 a.m. She claims she shot herself in the ear. Then we have more footage where she says people are not right. They're preying on children. That's her again, 12:08 p.m. So look forward to that. There's another footage where she's in jail in orange attire. More body cam. So we're going to do that. This is part 1 of that.
Yeah, what do you need from us? I got her in my car. She's handcuffed in my car.
All right, detectives are on the way, so.
So we still got to pat her down. She got on the dress. I don't think she has a weapon, but when you get a second, we can get her back out and let you pat her down real quick while we're on her.
Yeah,
That's fine. She's locked in there, though.
It or nothing.
Huh?
It or nothing.
They said they haven't found it yet, but EMS moved a bunch of stuff, so we'll have to find it later. Once the detectives get done, worst comes to worst, I can bring the dog in and he can locate it.
All right, now they're going in the house.
I think it's on the bed, but they looked right there. And I'm not trying to interrupt.
I got you. No, I got you.
So we did clear it out.
Cool. Cool.
Trigger warning, y'all.
What do y'all
Trigger
need?
warning.
You just want to get something?
I think they got everything at this point. She didn't have it with her, did she? Didn't throw it somewhere on the way out, did she?
I don't know. When I got here, she was laying.
All right, and quickly they are going inside the house now, and my dog's yelling, but the boys are dead in the house right now. The neighbor told the officers they had better get her because she killed her kids and he's going to take care of her himself. And I agree. You live right by where that happened, Countess. Well, do me a favor. Prayers for the boys, Maurice, aka Reese, and Jaden. And yeah, she was on meth for sure. She was sure on meth. You could tell when she was on the heavier side and when she was on the skinnier side. It's statistically more likely for mothers to take the life of their children than fathers, per studies. That's terrible. It happens a lot. Yeah, I hope she gets justice. I hope we get justice for the boys. Let's keep going.
Face down. They said they cleared the house.
Yeah, she was laying on the driveway next door.
Get a notepad, notebook, and start taking names of everybody.
Okay, I know things got a little bit confusing, so
I've been ready. Thank you.
That's right. Yeah.
Where'd you at? Yeah. So that's what confused me for just a minute. So, So if you can, have you can
What do you
I'm just throwing all that on the couch. And the scene's in there, right? Yeah, better. I believe it's all there.
The scene is in there. The bedroom. Look at that house. It's gross.
But that, the neighbors only know 2 children. Okay. All right. Whenever I make the way out.
Let's try to get names. Names. I just need names of everybody that come in here for the detective. Yeah, I know. We'll probably end up going to EMS after the fact.
Yeah.
Just saw it.
Get this out.
First one with the neighbor. The neighbor gentleman that Christine's out with. That's the one that found him. Did he hear it? No, but he said he walked out to his truck to leave, and she was standing down there and collapsed on his driveway. He thought something was wrong with her.
Everybody's waiting. We get all this cleared up. You bring down all your people's names. I got it.
Yeah. I didn't know if you bring them back.
Not yet.
Well, what we'll do is
If we need to, we can try it with the gun. But I want to get the detectives here first.
We can get you all the names now, or I'll have them go straight back. Is he getting them now?
If you can, yeah.
I was gonna say I'll have them go back and do the report. And I'll print you out the report.
That's 81.
You hear him out there?
Huh?
You hear him out there?
Next truck.
He ain't happy. That woman's in the other side.
Yeah. Oh, you got her.
Yeah, she's in my car.
She wasn't injured. I didn't see any injuries on her.
Looks like she peed herself.
Yeah, she probably pissed herself.
I don't know. We were sitting there eating lunch when we get a call that.
All right, did you hear that? She peed her. Oh, I'm not on mute. She peed herself, and I think she might have pooped herself too. Now take a look. I'm trying to get through the body cam because we have about maybe 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna go take my daughter to get some food. I promise to take her to go eat after this. It's both of our days off, but I'm here with you. So do me a favor, hit that like button if you like the content. If you're new here, please do subscribe. All right, thank you guys so much. Let's watch this together. I'll rewind it where they say she peed herself, and then we'll keep going.
If we need to, we can try it with the gun. But I want to get the detectives here first.
We can get you all the names now, or I'll have them go straight back. Is he getting them now?
If you can, yeah.
I was gonna say I'll have them go back and do the report. And I'll print you out the report.
That's 81.
You hear him out there?
Huh?
You hear him out there?
Next truck.
He ain't happy. That woman's in the other side.
Yeah. Oh, you got her.
Yeah, she's in my car.
She wasn't injured. I didn't see any injuries on her.
Looks like she peed herself.
Yeah, she probably pissed herself.
I don't know. We were sitting there eating lunch when we get a call that.
Matt DeChille, D-A-C-H-I-L-L-E. I don't know why.
I've been here before with CPS on an investigation over here with kids, and they wouldn't let them in. It's been about a year, but yeah. That's the only time I've ever had to come back here for anything other than paperwork.
CPS, y'all.
Subpoenas and stuff.
8137. Did you put your handcuffs on, or you leave mine on there? Okay.
Kenny's got
somebody with her at the car.
No.
You never know.
So yeah, it's this house. From my understanding, those are the neighbors. She ran to their house when I got here. She was laying down over there, handcuffed. Hillview had already cuffed her. Both the children in there. They're loading them up. They're going to transport them. They have not found a gun. Hillview said they weren't going to search. They made sure the house was clear for EMS to go in. They went in.
Hillview?
No, this is us. Yeah. You got Kenny James and one of their sergeants up there cleared the house, but they said they didn't want to look for the gun until y'all done what y'all needed to do. I've got the suspect in my car. She has not been Mirandized. She's on the other side.
No. All right, I'll answer questions a little bit when they're just doing this, but no, another jurisdiction came in and arrested her. She went to the neighbor's house, and when she went to the neighbor's house, she collapsed on their floor and they called the police. I'm sure she told them that the boys were dead inside the house, and the officer in a suit is a detective. He's detecting the case. He's getting this case processed.
Don't need anything?
Not that I know of right now. Yeah, Billy's getting it. So was she handcuffed when you got here, Bob? Kenny's got your handcuffs. James, I traded them out in case we all got mixed up. You wouldn't take off of yours.
Yes.
So he's got your cuffs. I got Billy's in there getting everybody's names and numbers down for the crime scene log, so we can fill it out later. He's just etching it out real quick. No, finally calm down.
Thank you, JoJo.
So what I'm guessing, she came out of the house and ran over there and told him?
Right here?
She was laying down when he came out.
She was laying right here.
No problem. Somebody was outside. She came out and seen her laying there, hollered at her husband, beat him over. Asked her what was up. She said something about her two kids being inside, and she walked over there.
Guys.
See my captain? Seen him a minute ago.
Yeah.
Tom, I can remember coming out of here one day with CPS. They were coming out
You
here
hear
trying
that?
to investigate something. It's been about a year.
It's a rental house. She's not been here very long. Okay. I just threw somebody out here.
Yeah, they were saying maybe.
Of course she does.
Transporting with EMS. They're going to have a route plan by LMPD for y'all going to Preston, Gene Snyder down to 6.
I'll pause real quick just to tell you the classic one. We're doing a deep dive on this case, and I got lots of information on this. So the father, they're two different fathers. Jaden, 9-year-old Jaden, his name is Jaden Howard, and his father, Darrell Howard, died July 19th at 38 years old. All right. So the older brother, whose name is Darrell Howard, called CPS at one point. He's the older brother of Jaden. He's the son of Darrell that died. That's Darrell Jr. that called CPS. So there's two baby daddies. Now Maurice, aka Reese, 6 years old, and his father, Maurice Baker Sr., no criminal history other than a seatbelt violation, several businesses, including Miss Tiff's one-stop shop. He lives in the same apartment he did with Tiffanie before. All right. And we have the address for that and everything, which I'm not going to put out. The lady you saw that was on there is a stepmom married to Maurice or Reese's father. So one father's alive, good dude, good stepmom, other father's dead, but brother's in his life. All right. So we're doing a deep dive. Join me for the other episodes of this where we're going to dig into all that. And I'll answer all your questions. And listen up, because this right here, this body cam is giving a lot of information. I'm surprised. Sometimes you don't hear anything.
65 to 136
Who's doing that? Who's following EMS?
Okay. Where they, it don't matter to me. I don't know where they're going, but they go to Children's or they go to U of L? They still go to Children's or they go to U of L?
I'll go to Rose Air down there for Children's, I believe.
Yeah, I'm not a good one to give escorts because I don't know about it.
I can't. I got her in my car. I can't. I got her in my car. I can't. I haven't asked for anything, and she asked me if they were still alive.
Yep.
I thought that dude over there was coming. He's mad because I come walking up and said, "She's laying right there. You better get out of the driveway. She shot the kids."
Yeah. Okay. You hear that?
Like, let's put her in. No, we're just gonna put her in my car.
So is there only two?
From my understanding, they said they've never seen a third child. Hillview says that they cleared the entire house before they went in. There were only two kids. She says she don't feel good, so we're probably gonna need her checked out.
It is. I couldn't hear.
So we probably need to get her checked out since she don't feel right. So I don't know if it's drugs, mental, or what. We probably need to get EMS to clear her for being incarcerated before they all roll out. And like I said, she needs to be patted down.
He's going to be coming from down in LJ.
Tara.
So Peterson's in there keeping the law, you said, so I don't need to do that.
I'll take care of that.
No, Troy told me to do it, and I got in there, and Billy's talking all of this. Said, "Do me a favor, stop." What's that?
Oh, they are getting one? I think I already got one somewhere.
That's all right. I just said take it up there. And then make some steps to me.
Nope.
Where'd it come from, you know?
I don't know when the Hillview guys ran up in.
What sounds like a 1-on-1 or what?
got one behind you. Got one, two, three, yeah. Got one right here. I haven't done anything beyond that. Okay. She making any statements to you?
All she has said to me, I did not Mirandize and I did not ask her any questions. I changed out handcuffs, set her up, put her in my car.
First.
Hillview. You're a sergeant because she was laying down over there. I'll show you. She was over here when I rolled up. She's right here laying face down in handcuffs, head this way. Not that I know of, and I did not pat her down. I'm going to get Christina too.
Is anybody here on this scene from Hillview and whoever else?
Not to my, yeah.
Got a
Hillview
weapon?
No, they have not found the weapon yet. They said they did go in and clear the house, make sure it was safe for EMS.
Why was she cuffed? Why was she taken?
Because she apparently admitted to someone that she shot her kids.
See?
We don't know
Was her
who
dad or was this guy here that said she did?
She come over here, fell out in the driveway. His wife seen it, which Christina got a statement from him. She got him, and apparently she told him that she shot her kids.
They
went
do.
over, looked and seen them, and then came over here and called.
And this is this guy right here?
Yeah. The gentleman in the green shirt and the female in the black pants and green shirt. Christina got a statement from them. I changed out the handcuffs so we didn't have to worry about that. Got her off of her face, rolled her over on her butt, got her up, put her in my car, turned the AC on.
She was told she was detained, right?
Oh, yeah, she knew. The only thing she has said to me since that is, are they still alive?
There you go. See?
That's the only statement she's made to me. I asked her if
Where's
she was
the
all right.
Hillview officer?
One of them is right over there. It's the sergeant on duty right now, and there's the other one right there. Hey, Kenny! Kenny! I think the other guy was helping with the escort.
May need to check her out. She said she
Yeah.
don't feel good in the back of curtains.
Yeah, she's
I'm waiting for my boss to make his mind up who's going to be lead.
she's awake and conscious.
He's freaking out.
She's
A
coherent.
little busy right now.
Yeah, she's coherent.
But I will.
He wanted to ask you some questions.
Who from?
Yeah, I'll try to answer as much as I can, Nikki, but I believe that they thought they were already dead in the house because the neighbors went and saw them. So the neighbors went and saw the boys. She went in their driveway, collapsed, and said she shot the boys. The neighbors went over there, checked on the boys. They thought they were dead. Now, if they died at the hospital, then I'm not quite sure that's what people are chatter saying. It seems that they died at the hospital, but I don't think they were able to resuscitate. Now, they're taking their time to get in the house because they're trying to get through. All right. So Nikki says it's at the hospital, and I believe so, but I don't think they were able to resuscitate them. I'm not sure if she shot them in the head where there would be no way for them to save them. But yeah, they should have moved faster. I agree. So again, we're doing a deep dive. I wish I could answer all the questions, but as we go, I'm learning tidbits because this case is big. It's big, and it's going to go to. She has another court date soon, November 22nd.
You guys were the first one on scene.
Sergeant McAllister was the first one on the scene. Cookies, them got it all down,
Driver's side, guys. Driver's side. Yeah, you don't want the passenger side.
In this car, is she?
Yes. All right, EMS is going to check you out, all right? Take this off of you. Come on, step out for me so I can check you out. You want to sit on the bed or what?
Yeah.
Which way you want to be? Is that way?
Sit right there. Pull that head up for us.
There you go. Sit down right there. Turn your feet that way.
All right, are you hurt anywhere?
I don't care.
Where are you hurt? Huh?
I need to get her.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk to me.
All she told me was she didn't feel right. I got her up off the ground.
Tell me your name.
We're just here to help you. Can you tell us how you're feeling, or
Anything like that? Are you injured? Does anything hurt?
All we were told is she made it to the neighbor's house and passed out. He come out and found her that way, and then she
Do you have
woke up
anything
and
hurt
told
on
him.
you at all? Daniel, you got scissors. All right, I'm gonna cut your sweater off here. Make sure that you're not injured anywhere.
If you want her to lean forward, she's handcuffed. That's what, she ain't moving her hand.
Yeah. Huh? You don't call him.
Kyle? I think he went to help escort the kids. He just took off out of here.
Y'all will be able to get their information.
Yeah. We'll get her info. We'll just call over here to y'all.
And if you can get
Yeah. So if you go over here to see the little powwow by Kenny James.
Yeah.
You go over and get one of their numbers. That's one of the detectives that'll take the lead on this. They'll be able to get you everything. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you something real quick. Can you answer me? Do you have any weapons on you? No? Okay.
Thank you.
Have you done any narcotics or anything today? No
Listen
alcohol,
up.
nothing like that.
She's saying no, you guys. She's saying she didn't. And yes, I'm multitasking because I have Reese asking me, how many more minutes do you have, Mom? And I'm trying to answer y'all's questions. But remember, I'm doing a deep dive on this. We're going to come back. If you watch the first hour, I showed you I give you lots of information. When did this happen? It happened in 2023, November 8th. 2023. Right now, we're in November 11, 2024. On November 22nd, 2024, we have more coming up. All right. So yeah, I'm trying to multitask, and they're gonna give you a lot of this information if you watch it and listen. Carrie, no, she did not call the neighbors. Thank you, Rosie. She did not call the neighbors. She shot the boys and collapsed in the neighbor's driveway. And she told the neighbors that she shot her 2 boys, and the neighbors went in the house to verify. They saw the boys shot, and they called 911. 911 sent other officers over there, and the other officers took the handcuffs off from the other jurisdiction and put their own handcuffs on, and now she's in the chair and they cut her jacket off. So yes, lots and lots of uncensored profanity, lots and lots of information as well. Sorry, my internet froze. We've had a rough stream, but I'm here and we definitely got a lot to go over. I got many episodes coming up on this, so they're going to give you information if you listen.
What person else should have going to feel poking the finger here. Making sure everything's.
This is your old. I'm gonna set it right here. Come out.
Yeah, I don't want to lower it or miss anything, but military ma, I don't know how somebody could do this to their children. You guys know, if you know Jay from Guilty of Crime, which is me a little bit, you know my story. You know I have 2 kids. My wife carried both children, and we had to do a lot to get children. We didn't just get to like roll over and say, "Oops, we had a kid." I mean, we purchased we'll say, well, the best way I can, we purchased sperm online from California Cryobank. They shipped it out. We did the do, got pregnant, went through the whole deal. We had to essentially buy our daughter, and it wasn't easy to go in and go to Kaiser and get the fertility stuff and all that. So we don't take it for granted, our children. And you get a lady like this that had 2 children and didn't care about them. As a matter of fact, I believe she was abusing them behind the scenes, and that's why the officers went, that's why the house was thrashed like that. That's why CPS was called, because I believe she was abusing them. Now, she did plead guilty. She pled guilty recently. She pled not guilty. No, she pled guilty. Veronica, I just played that clip for 1 minute and 20 seconds where she pled guilty, and the officer asked her, is she sure she wants to plead guilty? And she said yes. She wasn't coerced. So she absolutely pled guilty. Again, I'll go over all the basic stuff on the next episode, but right now we're here. Some people rolled in late.
Okay, thank you.
132.
132. Portal's fine. Yeah, but it's still good.
Make sure that you got everything good.
It's all right, bud. There you go, Troy. Troy. I thought I had one. I just didn't think grab it.
Christina's done.
Okay, cool.
Billy's clear. We're gonna have to answer all the bills.
If they want to do that, then they can use that from now on. If you want. If you don't, we can just throw it in the car. I don't care. She's good?
Injuries on her or anything that we can see. Up here. All right, step off the side of the stretcher.
Step back off. You're going to get back in my car. Right there.
Not the police car.
Scoot your butt over.
Scoot over, bitch. No emotion. 0. No emotion.
Okay.
She back in here again?
Yeah. They said she's all good. No problems, no wounds, no damage.
Right here.
They're not really talking much for a minute. I'll just break it down since you guys all came out here. I appreciate you. We have 257 people in chat, which is more than I thought we would have today because of the whole Delphi trial, the Delphi verdict. By the way, Richard Allen was found guilty. Thank you very much. Justice for Abby and Libby were served today. So that 2 more children that, in my belief, Wes. No. Wes is yelling at you guys. 2 more children that received justice today. All right. And you could agree to disagree, but 2 children here, lives were taken. 2 boys, she executed them. All right. When you take a gun and you stick it to somebody's head, that's called execution style. All right. So that's what she did today. And she's not a stepmom. No, she's not a stepmom, Carrie. This mom executed her 2 young children. The stepmom is advocating for them all along the way. Yeah, very different story, but Abby and Libby received justice today. And yeah, guilty on 4 counts. And so today we're seeing justice in the court system right here. I hope we see justice. Now, this lady, Tiffanie, is showing 0 emotion, but she's not going to get the death penalty because she just pled guilty. Yeah, I can't get the violent when I see these cases. Very violent. Again, trigger warning. Let's listen in on what they're saying. I love Wes too. He's such a little turkey. Now they're getting these ready. They don't know the status of the boys. They think they're both not alive at this point because the neighbors went in, but they got to get the boys out. And that's why they were moving stuff around in the house. So yeah, justice for all the children. Absolutely. I have lots more pictures to show you in part 2 of this. I have 4 more body cams to show you. Lots of stuff to show you in this case as we get ready for the next court hearing. All right, let's listen in on what they're saying.
Step out, you're gonna come over and get in this deputy's car. Just kind of loopy on her feet, so keep hanging on.
Daniel, you start this.
Hey. Huh? I can't hear you over him. Is that her case? My understanding, yes. I wanted her. She was not patted down.
They still haven't patted her down. They're asking if it's her children.
I think she's up at the door. I patted or didn't pat her, but I wanted her, and I didn't get nothing on the wand. Okay. And then I asked her, I was like, "Do you have any weapons?" And she said, "No." So somewhere in here, we supposedly got a gun. Nobody searched because they were waiting for y'all to get here to do what y'all needed to do.
Yeah, Rick's got to get a search warrant. I'm gonna go back to the office with her.
Right.
Troy, I'm gonna follow Troy.
All right.
I guess y'all gonna sit for a minute.
I guess I'm here for whatever they need.
Okay. I guess so.
They just want to get her out of my car so she had to hear the dog and hear the whole
Yeah,
house.
I'm rolling with her. I guess I'm gonna go this
I'm
way.
following you.
I took some pictures. Hey guys. So let's go.
See the things that were laying. There's 4 shell casings, 2 floors, 2 on a bed, and I didn't move anything else. So.
Anybody look around the front yard maybe for the gun, or you think it's still in the house?
I glanced around the porch area, just in the bushes. Nothing just popped out like, hey, there it is. We'll just stay outside and take it at this point.
Could be at your neighbor's trash can.
Yeah.
Yep.
We picked it all off because she was in that.
She was laying right up there in front of the garage.
Unless they need to go back and get stuff from this man right here. Yeah.
It's 9:16 on 3.
Sergeant, give me just a second. All right.
10-4. She's in Troy's car now. He's going to take her to the SOF with Fowler. Right now, we are holding the scene because we still have not located the firearm. Waiting on a search warrant.
They haven't. You hear that?
Hey, you ready? Let's go. Okay.
You're good. Yes.
I'm okay. Do you want me to give my camera to Troy and then he can drop it off to you? He can do an article search. He just can't do apprehension through woods.
So recap on this real quick. What they haven't been able to find the gun yet, and they still haven't got a search warrant. I don't know why they need a search warrant when the two boys are not alive in there. So it's really weird, but that's why I want to listen to this. We have about maybe 10 minutes left. If Reese lets me. And yeah, the fire department always comes out in a situation like this, just for safety precautions. But yeah, it's important what they're saying. And I have more body cam to play. I guess I'll probably do part 2 this week since everybody's really interested.
Hey.
Yep, they got some more emotion going on with this wife being pregnant over there too.
I was like, you go ahead and come with me. Hop in this car. I'll put the AC on high for you.
01 to 51.
We'll go that way now, John. Yeah, we're dropping off the cooler for you all. I don't even know out of here.
Chris, Rebecca.
It's going to be a little bit before we get all that information.
Who's got a
I'll get it.
Yeah, Christina inside the. She's got names.
We'll see y'all. All right, thanks, guys.
We're going to be getting done later. Yeah, we got all the names for now.
And just drop it there for PD. So.
Which he said, the chief said if you need to, let him know and he can get it all rolled down for you and send it over to you. And have everybody's info on there.
Right.
I'm sure he'll be, that's zone fire chief. He said he can get it all for you if you want him to. And you got the two Hillview guys, we can get it from dispatch on them.
Oh, what do you want? You want to drive something? Gracie, how many cars you need?
We're going to take one each, and we just need one more person.
Can you take one of the cars?
Just don't yell at
Yeah, they knew it was a crime.
Which one you want?
You don't like getting yelled at?
Yeah, he yelled at.
He yelled at us. Just mess with
He was only tapping you on the.
Just find one and take one.
He was only tapping you all with the eye gel
like
shoulder.
multiple times.
Just grab that car and take that measure and just take it.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Tracy.
Right. Dog doing good though?
Yeah. He hurt his pad, so he's technically on light duty. He can't do any apprehension work for a week.
He can walk.
He can do an article search because my understanding they still haven't located the gun.
No.
They still haven't located the gun.
Their search warrant now.
Wow.
So I got to hang out in case they don't find it in there. I can bring him out here and he can do an article search for it, possibly locate it.
They're going to find it in there.
There's garbage can, anywhere out here.
And she's not
Or maybe
talking.
he's still be in the house. Well, Hillview said they come in, seen the two kids like that. They handcuffed her. Searched
They
the house
saw
to
the
make sure
two
it was safe
kids.
for EMS to go in and work on the kids. Then they left everything alone because they said they didn't want to mess up the scene. So they may still be laying in there on the bed. So, I think
Where
Brad
was
said
Mama?
that
The mom was in the house. Was she here?
when I got here, she was over there laying face down in handcuffs.
She did say it was an accident. That was number 1. Number 2 is Facebook made her do it. Number 3 is guilty.
Wait till the news shows up and wants to walk right up here to that line right there, which if we see a news crew,
If
honestly.
they do that, we'll get my tape out.
Well,
We'll
I
tie
was
it to
gonna
that
say,
tree.
The first sign of a news crew, I say we expand it.
Yep.
Because they'll walk right up to
That's
that
what I'm
line.
saying. We'll tie it to that tree.
From that mailbox to that mailbox.
Around the mailbox to their mailbox.
And they can't stand in the street. They'll have to stand on that side of the street.
Yeah.
If you want to go on and do it, I'll go on and dig my tape.
Well, let me get out of here.
We'll let you all leave.
Yeah, y'all can leave all you want. Yeah.
Oh, they're gone. Give me a shot if y'all need that.
Yes, sir.
I think we should go on and do it because you know they're probably on the way.
That's okay. That's all right, Lucia. You're all good.
He's got away, Buzz.
We can agree to disagree on this channel. You're good. All
Oh,
good.
now. Be nice.
Yep.
Be nice.
Just about.
I'll wait for you.
I'll tell him first.
All right. No, we're just shutting off this.
Yeah, so this is part 1. And yeah, Lucia, I'm not sure who doesn't like my statements. Of course, I'm not going to be the channel that I can't agree with everybody. I can't be on the side of Richard Allen's innocent and then be on the side of Richard Allen's guilty when I actually covered the Richard Allen case. When I first started streaming, I covered the Richard Allen case. And I did the magic bullet, and I just didn't change my opinion after hearing about the case. So we're not going to all agree, but we can agree to disagree. And right now we're not talking about that case. I just let you guys know today was the big verdict, and the verdict was Richard Allen is guilty. 12 jurors found him guilty. That's it. But if you don't want to be here and this isn't the channel for you, that's okay too. But right now we're talking about Tiffanie Lucas, who executed her 2 young boys. We're on part 1. Why did she do this? Right now she's pled guilty to this at this time. Number 1 time we did do extensive research on the case. Thank you, Carly, for saying that. The Delphi case, we did extensive research. This case, we did extensive research. All cases, we do extensive research. I have lots of cases that I've covered, and I do deep dives on them. Not only that, but I have how many mods? 6 mods that go deep and dive deep. So all cases we do extensive research on, and I find my path. My name is Guilty of Crime is the channel. So most of the time I cover people that are guilty of a crime. I don't cover innocent people. That's just not my jam. I advocate for the victims. And in this case, the victims in this particular case are Maurice, aka Reese, and Jaden, 6 years old Reese and 9-year-old Jaden. And so that being said, I've got 4 body cams, 3 more left. I've got lots to go over with you guys. So we're going to do part 2. I'll probably do part 2 Wednesday. Tomorrow we're going to have Rebecca Michello on our channel, and we're going to do a remembering Corey Michello. We're going to talk about if Christopher Greger got the proper sentence. He has about 18 and a half years that he ended up with. So we're going to go over that. I advocate for all victims. So hence guilty of crime is why I cover cases where the person is guilty. Yes, these poor babies. Absolutely. We're nearing the end of this. I'll come on Wednesday and do a part 2 since I see that there's a huge crowd here. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised that many people haven't heard this case, but we want justice. All right. And let's listen in on what they're talking about. I appreciate you all. For those that agree with me, that's cool. If you don't agree with me, that's also cool. I'm all good with that. I'm all good. You didn't offend anyone. No one offended anyone, Gemini. Somebody told me I didn't do my research on the Richard Allen case, and I'm okay with them saying that, but that's not true. All right, let's listen in. We're just about done. I don't
Working
know
on
if
the
they
house
found the gun
outside
yet.
of it. I just went over and told him, I was like, brother, you ain't gonna be able to get in there for a few hours.
This house?
No, I think the red brick. He was working over there.
Thank you.
I think he's just doing his paperwork now.
So he didn't see nothing.
No, he showed up after the fact.
I was noticing sitting there. I was like, what was that guy sitting there?
Oh, he just asked me, he said, what happened? I said, well, I really can't tell you what happened. I was like, well, we're gonna be here a while, dude. So if you need that house, just call your boss, tell me to come back another day.
Y'all make that feel. She's willing to, able That didn't work out.
Almost. It's close enough.
All right, so as we watch this body cam wrap up, like I said, the next one is going to be a lot more. We're going to see Tiffanie a lot more. Thank you, Synth, for the Guilty of Crime membership. You're going to see Tiffanie quite a bit. You're going to see her looking great in orange because orange is going to be her color. Military Ma, we're all having issues tonight with the internet. My internet straight kicked out, and you guys still came back. So they do find the gun. We're going to find out about that in part 2. About the gun. We're going to go deeper. We're going to have more interviews. We're going to talk about the court cases, and we're going to do body cam, and we're going to see this Tiffanie Lucas character in the color she's going to be in for the rest of her life when we see her. So, okay. So that being said, I love you guys all. This is a case that, yeah, you can see Reese's hand. She's telling me it's time to go. We mama bears value our kids, and that's why I love you guys so much. Yeah, thankful and grateful. Thank you guys. As the body cam wraps up, just look forward to part 2 on Wednesday, and do join me tomorrow to support Rebecca Michelow, Corey Michelow's grandma. She has a lot to say, everybody. Scary hands, Reese. You're like, how does Jay have her hands like that? That doesn't even make sense. Yeah, spoiler alert. No, there's no spoiler alerts in this. Let's watch this part. We're about to wrap out. I want to see if they go back in the house, and then we'll head out.
I'll leave it till they get over here.
I love you guys. No, you can't touch it. It's not a touch screen.
Yeah.
Whenever you initially first came,
Yeah.
Scroll up.
Hold on.
There's the one that.
Yeah, right. You want me to take over for a while? Mills called me, told me to go to 3. I went to 3. He said, what's going on? So they transported 2. Mom's in my car. Yeah, Troy's going to move her to Troy's car so she doesn't listen to the dog bark at her. I'm like, okay. Well, Troy's going to take her over to the SOF, and Fowler's going to follow him, and I guess they'll start that, whatever that process is. I was like, okay, whatever. He said, I need you to get your camera in here as quick as possible so we can dock it. I said, okay. I said, I can send it with Troy. You can swing by and hand it to you. You can dock it. No, so probably need your dog for an article search if they haven't found the gun. So keep the camera with you until.
I'm thinking it's in there.
They haven't found it. They're going to find it in the house. All right, y'all. That was it. It's time to go hang out with the kiddo. And yeah, that's my baby girl, Reese. You guys seen her. Time's up. So I love you all. Corey Michelow tomorrow, and then part 2 on Wednesday. I love you guys, and good night. Thank you. All right, let's get our outro going, Reese. And Guilty of Crime.
Guilty of Crime.
I want to thank you for watching. If you enjoyed my content, please share this video, like, and subscribe. You can also follow me over at Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, or Gmail. If you'd like to donate to my channel, you can use Cash App or Venmo or PayPal. Thank you very much in advance. Guilty of Crime.
Are you guilty of crime?
Oh, my bad. Bye, everybody. Good night.